Today on Drew, take a deep dive into the best of season 1. I'm so in awe that we're all still so close. We've experienced everything together.
And we gear up for our star-studded 2-week premiere event.
In my original hometown of Hollywood. I grew up here in Los Angeles. I love it here. It all starts now.
Please welcome Drew Barrymore.
Hi, everyone. The countdown is on for season 2 premiere of the Drew Barrymore Show. It's less than a week away. And the first thing we're going to do is show our undying appreciation for all of our hometowns. I'm going to start in my hometown of Los Angeles. But before we do that, let's take a look back at how we got here. These are our favorite moments from season 1, and we curated them just for you. We kicked off the season premiere with 2 women that they're my nearest and dearest. That first guest is a really important thing in the talk show world, and I actually said, could I have my friends on? You might happen to know who they are, ironically. It's Cameron Diaz and Lucy Liu, my fellow Charlie's Angels. Take a look. We all made Charlie's Angels. We made it. And we're making this show. And so when we sat around and thought about who is this, first guest, nothing felt right, nothing was there. And all of a sudden, in like a divine intervention, I was like, Cameron and Lucy. And everything fell into place.
Massive congratulations. This is really major for you.
Listen, everybody says, who's going to be your first guest? It's like, we've been through everything together,
Everything.
Everything!
Literally everything.
I haven't had a wedding that you guys haven't been at.
I've been to all your weddings.
Exactly.
I've been to all of them.
Like, when our babies are born, we hang out and we do the birthday party thing. I can't believe we're all moms now. That's when I got really emotional. First, I sent Cameron a video, and I'm saying, hey, listen, I want to ask you something. Will you come on the show? I've never done this in my life because I'm so comfortable. We have lived together all over the world. So, of course, to save time, I sent her a video while I'm getting dressed. And you don't see anything. I'm not that dumb. But I'm getting out of the shower, and I'm, wringing out of my towel. And I don't hear back from her for, 2 days. And I'm like, this is weird. What is going on? So I text her, and I'm like, I don't care about the question. Are you okay? I don't hear again for 2 days. And I'm freaking out. So I call her, and I'm like, what is going on? I'm worried. Is everything okay? She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, the video. You didn't get my video? Turns out, a young boy got the video. Lucky him. Oh, no.
Oh, no. By the way, it's 7 minutes long. Okay?
Oh, my God.
It's epic. This is some material.
So many secrets
This kid's gonna
revealed.
have this material for honestly, he can use, this is gonna last him 3 or 4 years.
I'm really hamming it up because it's,
Because it's you?
Yeah. Oh, it was good. I was like, send me that video immediately. I need to know what is in that video. And the whole while I'm just cracking up because
you need to send me this video as well, or do it through someone else because I didn't get your other video either.
So then
someone's like, did you get her video? I was like, no.
No, something's wrong with my phone. So I sent Lucy this video crying, inviting her on the show, saying
In her bathroom crying.
I am in my bathroom.
She was dressed.
I was fully clothed this time. I didn't take the risk, and she didn't get the video either.
Come on.
I know. You, the thing that I love about our friendship is that we have been there in all the big and important moments. We've also been there in the small moments and the casual moments. And the reason we are such good friends is because it's real. and we go through real stuff with each other. It's not a Hollywood fairy tale.
Life is not, there's no aspect of life that's an actual Hollywood fairy tale. That's why it's a Hollywood fairy tale, because it doesn't exist. It's aspirational, it's hopeful, but life is constantly full of twists and turns and all of those things that happen over a lifetime, because truly it is now a lifetime. I mean, 20 years is a long time, y'all. Like, I'm 2 years away from 50. You know, that's nearly half my life. We have Charlie's Angels as our sort of backdrop that brought us together, but then we get to fill in all of life together in real moments, which I just so appreciate so much.
True. It's so well said, honey.
I know.
Because it's like, it's our touch point, you know?
Yeah.
But then we have that foundation, and then we've obviously grown and learned and changed. And I mean, I know that 20 years has gone by, but I feel like it was yesterday. I feel just as fresh and as young and as, you know, creatively, excited as I was when I started.
Here's the thing about Charlie's Angels, is that it's about girls who can do all of these things and love each other and don't have competition and support each other and laugh and want to talk about love and life so much that they actually start to talk about love and life while they're fighting, because women are so like that. It all intersects. And that is why I asked you guys here today, is because if you're going to do something big, you want to do it with your girlfriends.
That's right.
And I love being together. Although, are we really together? Are we all together in this room?
Are we? I feel like we're connected in some way, but maybe.
For anyone watching, can you guess which one of us isn't really here? Welcome back!
I'm the one in Los Angeles. You gotta try this. It's so incredible. The ether, the little particles going out into space and coming back, remassing into this beautiful space. You guys, it's crazy. You should try it. It tingles.
All right, we're not done yet with those ladies. More with Cameron and Lucy up next.
Bring you more.
The new season of Drew premieres September 13th.
Welcome back. We just showed our premiere interview with my nearest and dearest, Cameron Diaz and Lucy Liu. Later in that episode, the three of us dove into our ongoing roles as moms. Take a look. So we grew and we grew up, and now we are moms. Do you think you're a different person now, Lucy, than you were then? Like, aside from us knowing each other and our friendship, just you as a human?
I think in my 20s, I felt very bulletproof and very, you know, I don't want to say it was risk-taking, because it was beyond that. It was like I didn't really care if I lived or died. You know, I just didn't. And I lost my father a few years ago, and I didn't really recognize the levels that we have in our lives. And, you know, like, he was a place in my life that was always sort of a kind of a roof, you know? And so suddenly you feel like the roof has been torn off, and then you sort of recognize, oh, you know, I am now the roof, you know? And I happen to have a child, so I guess I'm the roof to that child. So now I really have to understand that I have to shelter him, and I have to I have a responsibility, and it's a very powerful thing. It's also terrifying. if I think about it, I think my heart was smaller back then because it was sort of more inclined to what I wanted to do. But now it's sort of like, what do we want to do? And it feels good because I feel like a fuller person. Like life seems much more, kind of colorful and wild because there's so many more opportunities as a mom to kind of like discover, and there's so much more curiosity with kids, and it's mind-blowing, and it's actually more terrifying in a way, because you're also responsible for this little person.
Highest stakes.
So it's like, oh my God, I thought I was on a ride back then, a wild ride, but actually it's now that it's even more intense.
Well, you nailed it, because you're just dealing with your own mortality. And all of a sudden, when you have a kid, I don't care if it sounds codependent, my kids are more meaningful to me than my own life.
I think there's something that in our DNA that gets triggered, like that just clicks on when you become a parent. You have to make sure that they survive. They go on. We will die. I'm sorry to get like morbid, and this is those times when Drew goes, really? You're gonna die? Do we have to talk about that? But like,
for your first show, it's all about mortality.
I know. I think I'm ready to talk about
CBS is
death.
like, wait a minute.
I think I'm no longer a young idiot who thinks I am immortal, which I'm glad to know I wasn't the only one. I mean, I hurled myself around. I abused this carcass to no end. And I just thought, Drew, I was going to die young. So who cares? Live now and go for it. And now, 2020 will make you think about your mortality. Children will make you think about your mortality.
My 20s, it was just sort of like, here we go. Yeah, all right, yeah, jump on that. Gotcha. Oh, is that a wild horse? Oh, cool, yeah. No, I know how to hold on for my life. Let's go,
There's such a liberation in that, too, though, And
yeah, I'm so glad I did it all.
When I thought about trying to accomplish something big in my life at another point, you two were the people I did it with. And so, of course, what a natural fit that you're the two people that came into my head and my heart when I thought, how would I like to honor this endeavor? I see myself with you guys.
I feel like it's exactly what the world needs. They need your light. They need your joyousness. They need your perspective. One of the things that I have always been in total awe of in you is your ability to like take in all the information, how quick you are to not just like what's in front of you, but like the nuances and the sort of the humanity and intellect. You read more books than any person I know. You listen to more music, you look at more art, you watch more television and film. You're actually taking in all the information and you're synthesizing it, and you're bringing it into this really unique perspective that is all about how it like connects all of us together, even if it doesn't feel like it has anything to do with one another. And you bring it to the world in this joyous, beautiful, like buoyant light that is you. And you give, it's a gift. It's like truly a gift that you give the world. And you're gonna make the world a happier, better place by giving us that gift.
You have a big soul and a big heart. And doing this show is really special and wonderful because you have something to share. And you have gone through tough times in your life. You've had issues with your family. You've had issues with, like marriages, divorces. You have something to share. And I don't know that I can say that about a lot of things. I've never been married. I've never been divorced. I haven't done a lot of the things that you have. So to me, the experience that you have and that you have to share is exciting. And I think that you should feel free to do that because that's who you are. You're a very open, generous person.
I asked you guys here so I could honor you today. That's what this was about for me.
Yeah, but you can't honor us without us honoring you. This is the symbiotic relationship. And you have to be able to give and take and understand that a lot of times when I give a friend a compliment, they can't take it, and like it's time for us to receive.
In this case, to say I love those women, well, it's just not enough. And I'm so in awe of the fact that we're all still so close and get to talk about being parents. We've experienced everything together. My Cameron, I call her Auntie Poo Poo, is going to come back for season 2. We're going to do a whole hour together. It's going to be so fun. Stay tuned to find out when that is in the season premiere week.
We're back to bring you more.
The new season of Drew premieres September 13th.
Here's a little weekday motivation from someone who inspires us.
Hey Drew, it's your friend Zoe, long time. When I first discovered that stunts was something that people got paid to do and made a career out of, I became instantly obsessed. My dad at the time was working at an emergency clinic as a doctor, and a guy came in with a concussion and turned out to be a stuntman. And my dad, this speaks volumes about who my father is, came home with the phone number because he knew that I wanted to be a stuntwoman. And I immediately was like, what are you talking about? No, I can't call that person. Just felt so uncomfortable and gross. And my dad made a statement that it stopped me in my tracks because it was literally irrefutable. You could make that phone call today or you cannot. And if you don't make the phone call, you'll wake up tomorrow and it'll be a normal Wednesday and you'll be the same Zoe you are when you went to sleep, and your life will be the same life you've got now, and that's all great. Or you could make the phone call and you might wake up tomorrow. It gets me emotional. You might wake up tomorrow a stuntwoman. It stopped me in my tracks in a way that I was like, oh, well, then I just need to make the phone call because what's the risk, you know? And that literally was the beginning of a career where I have been a stuntwoman and then an actor and since producer, and I'm now getting into directing. And it's all because of that sense of don't say no to something because of fear.
Now that was inspiring. Welcome back as we gear up for season 2 of the Drew Barrymore Show. It's in less than a week, and we're looking back at some of our favorite moments from season 1. And hands down, one of my favorite moments was when we introduced our cookbook club to the world. And to help me do that, we had the wonderful chef and all-around incredible human being, José Andrés. Take a look. What are you teaching me today?
Eggs with chickpeas and tomato sauce. I'm gonna do it in 5 minutes.
I mean, that's revelatory because that's such a deterrent, because when they say prep time 20 minutes, cook time 60 minutes, it's not realistic for a lot of people's lives.
So listen, we have the pan, we have the oil, and you have garlic?
I have garlic right here.
Put the garlic on the pan, and now talk to your garlic. Tell, hey garlic, how are you? How are you doing, baby?
Hey, baby. How's it going? My kid's grandfather, R.A., that's what he always says. Hey, baby.
The garlic is speaking back to you. And the garlic is telling you, oh, I'm so happy I'm cooking with Drew and Jose. It's amazing.
I love garlic. The more, the better.
Okay, so in this moment, we put the chickpeas now.
Roger that.
This is actually great to buy a can of chickpeas, which are delicious, and usually they have very good price on the supermarket.
I was going to say, I think they're a very healthy thing for people. And you have a vegetable book, and for vegetarians, they're a really satisfying, like, protein substitute. I love them.
So you take a look at the chickpeas. They're so happy because they love to be with the garlic. People don't know this, but chickpeas and garlic, they are very friendly, okay? You have to lift up the temperature, put the higher temperature, Drew.
Oh, Jose, I'm so excited to tell you that I just did that. That means we're telepathically linked now. I'm in.
So in this moment, this is very important. I will add a little bit more of oil to your pan. I love olive oil.
By the way, check this olive oil out. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Beauty shot. There we go. I love your olive oil. Thank you so much for sending it to us.
Let's say you have fresh tomatoes. You can get a peeled fresh tomato and cut it in cubes. Or You have canned tomatoes, and also works very well. Or you have any pasta tomato sauce that is already made. Everything works. Just make sure that you do whatever you have at home is what you use.
I think that makes people less stressed in the kitchen. Thank you.
Drew, recipes should be like life itself. When you don't have some of the ingredients, just move on. Change the recipe in your dishes or in your life, and you'll always be successful. That's a very important lesson in cooking.
And in life. Jose, look, I'm sizzling, baby.
So now I have a can of Spanish pimentón,
Yes.
what we call paprika. If you have it. If you don't have paprika, put chili flakes. If you don't have, put cumin. If you don't, put whatever spice you have in your kitchen. Make the recipe your own.
Oh, paprika, I love you so.
And now I'm putting the tomato in. Because this tomato is already cooked, it's gonna be easy. I mean, I cannot prove that I am actually cooking with you. I mean, when I told my daughters, they were like, come on, Daddy, don't make fun of us. I say, I'm cooking with Drew Barrymore. I'm cooking with her.
Jose, how old are your daughters?
I have three. Carlota, she's 21. Inez, she's 19. And Lucia, she's 16. So listen, this is very important. Now there's tomato sauce, the chickpea, everything is cooked. And I am putting inside 4 or 5 eggs. In this moment, you put some salt on the eggs. And ladies and gentlemen, you cover the pot. And now you can open a glass of wine. You can open yourself a beer. You can drink a sherry. So why I'm doing this one pot, Drew? Because very often, many recipes, they require 3 or 4 or 5 pots. You can make everything with one pot, no cleaning. This is great.
I love one pot. I think it really helps people feel like they can manage. So one pot for me is, you know, a great way to cook that keeps me calm.
This pandemic, I've been cooking a lot with my daughters, and we did some cooking on social media. And quite frankly, we were doing it because it was fun, because we were spending so many hours, and we began sharing it with people. And it was one of the best moments of my life to be cooking with my 3 daughters already. Man, I remember them first time I had them in my arms, and I was crying just after they came up into the world. And now, 21 years later, I realized through this pandemic that there are these 3 grown-up girls. And to me, cooking with my daughters has been the happiest moment of my life.
Look at that. Look at that. Beauty shot. And now I'm going to try it.
Okay, that makes that.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, that's good.
The great thing about this dish is that you can make it your own in so many ways. You can cook it every time, and every time be a different recipe. You can put some mozzarella. You can put some manchego cheese.
Ooh. Topping it with cheese would, like, kick it up a whole other level. You're right.
And don't be afraid of trying new things. Always. You take risk. They will always pay off.
I loved Jose's garlic tip. I've actually been using it, and it is foolproof. And when it comes to the kitchen, I will take anything foolproof. And when it comes to Jose, I will follow him wherever he goes. He actually just got a grant of $100 million for his World Central Kitchen to keep on taking care of everyone the way only he can do. So for more memorable moments from season 1, they're coming up next. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Something I find very authentic about our show is we try to cover the spectrum. We laugh, we talk about pop culture, we cook, clean, and just like in life, we also cry, we get mad, and we like to deal with the tough stuff. Last season, I was honored to get the opportunity to sit down with Dylan Farrow. At the time, she was the subject of the documentary Allen versus Farrow, about the alleged abuse that she endured as a child, and she was ready to open up and talk about her story. I'm very glad that she did it with me. Take a look. I want to say first out of the gate, I would like to explain myself because this is not about me, but I wanted to sort of have this type of candor. I worked with Woody Allen. I did a film with him in 1996 called Everyone Says I Love You. And there was no higher career calling card than to work with Woody Allen. And then I had children. And it changed me because I realized that I was one of the people who was basically gaslit into not looking at a narrative beyond what I was being told. And I see what's happening in the industry now.
Yeah.
And that is because of you making that brave choice. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. Hearing what you just said, like, I mean, I'm trying not to cry right now. But like, it is just so meaningful because it's easy for me to say, like, of course you shouldn't work with him, you know, he's a jerk, he's a monster, but I just find it incredibly brave and incredibly generous that you would say to me that that my story and what I went through was important enough to you to reconsider that.
Absolutely. And how hard was it for you to engage in this documentary, which I really want to make a caveat about, that your family did not produce?
No, they came to us.
I think that's very important for people to understand. Your family did not produce this documentary.
No, we participated.
And apparently everyone was asked to participate.
Yeah, no, they went to everyone. And that was important, you know, even just to me to know that, like, that there was a level of journalistic integrity at work here.
So did your family get together and say, these people are different, they're taking a tone, they're using a diligence, there's a thoroughness here that feels safer in order to come out and make this brave decision?
I was actually the one who initially told my mom and told Ronan, you know, like, hey, you know, I sat down with these people and I really think that they are on the up and up. So then when my mom agreed to be interviewed, I was really, really shocked. And when Ronan agreed, I was even more shocked. And then Fletcher agreed, and I was picking my jaw up off the floor. And, you know, gradually more and more of my siblings signed on, and a few of them didn't. Mm-hmm. And I've spoken to them about that too, and I respect that decision as well. But I mean, in terms of like a family meeting, not really. But there was communication, and interestingly, the documentary has led to greater communication between us as a result, I think, which is interesting.
May I ask why you were surprised that they signed on?
I think mostly because we wouldn't talk about it to each other. So talking about it publicly, it just seemed absolutely incomprehensible.
How did your mom feel watching the documentary?
I mean, it was tough because I would have loved to have been able to watch the series with her. And at the time, that just wasn't possible. We were in separate quarantine pods, unfortunately. So I really sort of heard everything from her after the fact. You know, it was just a very strange pathway that we navigated separately and together. Mm-hmm. But I think it definitely changed a lot about how me and my mom relate to each other and interact with each other. And I think there's a very renewed level of just respect, just woman to woman.
I mean, sometimes when I think back on memories of my life, there has like a gauze, a patina, a sort of surrealist reverie. I know mentally that time has gone by, but I also can feel like I can be back there in a moment's notice, like that. Even if it does feel almost watching a home movie. And then when you were watching the home movie of you, what did you think and feel and remember?
It was a really bizarre psychological experience for me, honestly, because I had the video in my house. I gave it to my husband and I just said, put it in just sort of like the darkest corner that you can find, just know where it is. And that moment of just in case happened when I was talking to Amy and she asked if she could see/use the video in the series. And my first reaction was like, absolutely not. Like, no, I draw the line here. This is too much. It is too personal. I don't want to see the video. I don't want anybody else to see this video. And Amy, I don't know how she talked me into it. She managed to get the video taken. I had my husband bring it out of that dark corner of wherever he stashed it in the closet. And we watched it sitting in my house, and I just suddenly burst into tears. And it hit me. Everything from the tape it punched me right in the face. And I was just sobbing uncontrollably for like a couple of days on and off about what I saw and just sort of trying to mentally reconcile the fact that that little girl on the tape was me. And she was talking about something that happened to me. And it was overwhelming. It's very difficult sometimes to know that that part of me is such a dark, painful place. I mean, because when I look at my life now, I have a wonderful husband, I have a wonderful daughter, I have a wonderful life, and I'm really excited about, my career writing and, taking my daughter to kindergarten next year and all the wonderful things that surround me. And yet there is this impenetrable darkness deep, deep inside that, I'm going to be honest, I still don't know what to do with.
Wow. How do you deal with any fears that crop up as a parent? Because I have mine from my own history or my own stories or things that are big triggers to me.
I think about that a lot because I do have things that trigger me in my daily life, things that, are probably just like completely stupid for other people that just send me completely down the spiral. And I'm actually kind of proud of myself that I've gotten to the point where I can see a trigger or experience some sort of trigger, I freeze, and all of that, fun stuff happens, the emotions, the recall, the sensations, and I can process it. And sometimes it means wading through some of the negativity.
How do you tell people to handle their triggers? If you see an image, what do you do?
This happened to me, was it last week, maybe the week before? I was just, scrolling through my news feed and an article pops up that who and his wife went to a restaurant. And I was just tailspin completely. I was just like, I can't handle this. I don't want to see this. Like, why are they going to restaurants anyway? Like, I was really very heavily triggered, and I was not okay. And it took a couple days of me just sort of like trying to like massage myself back into a normal space.
Can I ask, do you know, if people looking in who maybe have not experienced anything like this, is it the layers, the repetition, the many years? You watch the documentary and...
It's really, I mean, the unfairness of it. It's frustrating, and then it makes me feel hopeless. Like what was the point of it all? And then it's reminding myself of facts that I know, things that I can tether to. The documentary did accomplish something. I mean, I think Rain reported that people were calling them at an increased rate of like about 20% during the documentary, which means that survivors are out there connecting with my story and healing from it. It's bittersweet thinking, you know, like, this story is something that connects a lot of survivors who are hurting. And okay, what more can we do for them? Like, how can we make this world a space that women feel empowered or feel at least less terrified?
That is so well said.
Thank you.
It really is. What a perfect, amazing answer to that question.
It's tough because, like, I wish that I could say, like, here is like, you know, a 10-step plan to, you know, completely feeling healed and fulfilled in your life. If you follow these steps, you know, you're going to be just fine. I wish I had that. What works for me might not work for somebody else. So I think the best advice that I offer is just be true to yourself and the truth that you have lived.
I think that's really good advice. I really do, Dylan. I couldn't be more impressed by how Dylan has handled herself, her history, and even the criticism aimed at her for decades. Her resilience is a complete inspiration. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's time for Drew's News, a very special, very precocious Drew's News, because in season 1, we introduced you to our adorable 7-year-old kid reporter, Emmy Eaton. Oh, take a look. We love to look forward to the next generation of newsers, and in that spirit, we have a very special guest. She is a budding young journalist from Idaho Falls who's becoming an internet sensation for her interviews. She's interviewed her mom, her dad, her neighbors, Keith Morrison, Lester Holt,
Wow.
Dr. Oz.
Wow.
Oh my gosh! She is a rising star, and today, guess what? Rossi, we get to join that illustrious list.
I'm so honored.
Please welcome 7-year-old behind the 7 questions with Emmy, Emmy Eaton.
Emmy! Hi.
I'm so excited to be talking with you guys today.
Oh my goodness, Emmy, you've done over 40 interviews and you've got such a natural talent. What is it about interviewing that you like so much?
I like that I get to talk to so many people that are so amazing, and I love asking questions.
Do you do research? Do you pick your subjects? What's your process?
Well, I think of what they do. Like, if I were interviewing an author, I would think, oh, what book did they write? And I would ask about that. And if they, like, read a fantasy, I would say, okay, why did you want to write a fantasy?
I love that. Have you always been curious your whole entire life?
Yes, I've been very curious.
That's why you're a good journalist, Emmy.
Is there a story that you would like for everyone to hear today that you feel is important?
There was this person, he lives in Rexburg. He made an igloo. They call it the Skittle Igloo. They put pans of ice and then they use food coloring and they stuck it on the igloo. They're the Owlets. They put lights in so it looks really cool at night. And the dad's a doctor, so every day after delivering a baby, he would get back to working on the igloo.
Okay, Emmy, I just wish you the very best, and I want you to go out there and keep asking the important questions, showing the fun things that are happening in life, and most importantly, would you come back and visit us?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm so glad we need more Emmy. The world needs more Emmy. Thank you so much for coming today.
Keep up the great work, Emmy.
Thank you, too.
I just can't. She's so cute and wonderful. Don't go anywhere. We've got more season 2 secrets coming up. That's right.
If you're into fashion or easy home decor, new favorite recipes, plus fun celebrities, need a little good news.
We're back to bring you more.
The new season of Drew premieres September 13th.
Welcome back. That is the end of today's trip down memory lane. But fret not, in less than a week, it's the season 2 premiere of the Drew Barrymore Show, and it is going to be huge. We've got mega celebrity guests, over-the-top segments. I mean, no one would think I would do that. The Drewsiest, newsiest stories. And you've got a chance to win some serious cash in a game we call 6 Feet from 6,000. But that's not all. Buckle up for something we're calling Bestie Hour. And that means my bestie is coming back. Yes, it's an hour of me and Cameron Diaz, and we have a whole bunch of surprises for a bunch of besties out there. You don't want to miss it, because then what would you talk about with your bestie? I mean, come on. Tune in September 13th, and until then,